We know that Easter is coming up. Perhaps you are looking for some beautiful plans to have with your family after church. It's the wonderful spring season, always a reason to enjoy an outing with those that you love. So guess where we are this morning? You might not recognize it, but you want to put it on your list of to-dos. We are at Mountain Oaks Manor. We've been invited in this morning with Sonia here, who is the proud owner, and look at the lovely spread that she has for us. Thanks for letting us come your way.
Well, thank you for coming out. Glad to have you.
So I'm going to start by raising my hand to say I'm in the category of people who did not know you were here. We think about Ottawa as this growing community, and it is. So it's new. People don't realize that you've got this historic, gorgeous building just off of Main Street.
Yes, ma'am.
That's theirs for the waiting.
Ottawa's growing by leaps and bounds every day now.
Well, you kind of bring it full circle because you had a career at McKee.
I did,
Which
27
is right
years.
in the backyard of Ottawa. But you kind of always knew that you wanted to do something a little bit different. And so is it 8 years ago now you opened your tea room?
The end of March will be 8 years.
Okay, so you have watched it kind of take off, and you've clearly had fun with the decorating of it. So kind of explain what people find when they walk through those beautiful doors.
I find people come in here all the time, and they're like, oh, my grandmother had this china, my grandmother had that china, my aunt, my mom. And so we pull them together. I do a lot of shopping in thrift stores, estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, and so there's a lot to find.
So you've themed it. I promise we're going to get into the food because, well, you look at how wonderful this looks, but you've got the different rooms themed. So there's the Scarlet.
Yes.
There is the
Queen's Room.
Queen's Room. We are in
the Garden View.
The Garden View. And then, of course, outside
the garden.
There is the garden. Upstairs, you have a beautiful space for weddings.
We do weddings, banquets, quinceañeras, sweet 16s. We've done quite a few funerals the last couple of years. We do a lot of, we hosted the Hamilton County Women's Republicans Alliance till they outgrew us. So we do a lot of different events and things like that up there.
You also do food.
Yes.
So let's talk about this because on Easter, we'll talk about that for a minute. You're having a special brunch. There are still some spots available.
Yes, ma'am.
But you mentioned the china that you've collected. This is beautiful, and we noticed these little knife rests that you say are very difficult to find. I've never even seen these
They
before.
are very difficult to find. In England, when you sit down for tea, you will have, normally there's linens on the tables. I keep glass on mine, but this is something that you will find. And what happens is they have jams, jellies, curds, all different kinds of spreads and things. And to keep your knife or your spoon from staining your linens, the knife rest sits there. Perfect. So after you use your spoon, you would put it face down on your knife rest to keep your linens from getting soiled.
Face down. All right, so let's talk about the food. You and I have slightly different plates.
Yes.
Right? So this that you have brought from me, you call
the King's Cheesy Toast.
Your creation.
Yes.
Came to you as the coronation of King Charles was taking place.
Yes.
It's become a fan favorite. Okay, this that I have
is tomato bisque.
All right, and then my crackers and my slice of orange.
Yes.
Right?
That's a cara orange.
A cara
So that's why it's a little bit pink.
Okay. The tea that we're both going to enjoy, the hot tea, came as an inspiration from Queen Elizabeth?
Yes.
And
I designed it during the Jubilee.
Okay.
And so I did a little bit of research on her cake. And so it's got all the flavors that were in her cake. So it's a vanilla base with a little bit of black currant, amaretto, and a little tiny bit of lemon.
You did not intend to keep it on the menu, but people loved it, so it's a permanent fixture.
It's a permanent fixture as my homage to her. So
now your plate looks lovely too. What do you have?
This is one of our most popular plates that we have. We call it the Courtyard Sampler. So it's got a slice of quiche, a chicken salad, pimento cheese, a Jell-O salad, and a fruit cup, and a petite croissant and cracker.
And then we can't not talk about the scones.
That is a blueberry scone today, and so we have house-made lemon curd and a little bit of fresh cream.
Okay, so we're going to dig in a little bit. You'll have to forgive if we're a little bit impolite, but I'm going to take the King's Cheesy Toast. Now, if I was truly British, would I break this in half before I ate it, or would I just bite into it?
This would just be a regular lunch, so you would eat it just as you normally would.
Okay. Is there a etiquette on eating a scone?
It depends on which village you're in.
You talk while I eat.
So the majority of people would cut them in half and open them up, and they would put cream on one and lemon curd on one, and they would eat them separately.
Okay. You asked me a question earlier,
Okay.
and now I know why you asked. What have you put on my sandwich?
It is soft brie, a little bit of provolone, turkey, and apricot jam.
Oh, then that's not what I thought you asked me. You were asking me then about my tea. I didn't expect the jam.
Oh,
And that is delicious.
yes.
So I really thought, to be honest, I was going to be biting into essentially a turkey sandwich that had been grilled. That's what I thought. But that's not it at all.
No.
And the combination of that brie
Yes.
and the apricot is delicious.
It's lovely.
It is lovely.
Yes.
Really, really nice. Okay, now you want me tasting more. So this is a tomato bisque.
That's tomato bisque.
Also your recipe?
Yes, we house make our own soups every day. This is one of our most popular ones. We do a loaded potato soup. We do a asparagus. In the fall, we do a butternut squash pumpkin. Oh my goodness. And then different seasons, we do different. Because like last week, we were celebrating St. Patrick's Day, so we did a cold cannon, which was an Irish potato and cabbage soup.
So the menu is obviously varied and something for everybody.
Yes.
I'm imagining, Sonia, that you fill up pretty quickly. When people make their reservations for Easter, do they get to choose the room they want? Or are you doing everything in the garden room?
It depends on the size of the party. And so, you know, the other smaller rooms, they will only accommodate like 4 to 5 people at a table. So
Okay.
we put the larger groups in this room, and then the smaller groups will go in the other rooms.
Okay. So do you make reservations by calling or online?
Yes, call it.
Okay. You have a lot of fun with social media. So she's kind of given us a little sampler to let you know the types of things that you can do here.
Yes.
But really, this is just a fun thing to do with the spring weather. If you want to meet a
Yes.
girlfriend for lunch
Yes.
and enjoy outside. If you've got a baby shower or a special event, it's here for you to come and enjoy.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you push on social media all throughout the year
Yes.
the different holiday-like events that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have going on. I can't imagine how you ever have a bad day at work.
Occasionally we might have 1 or 2, but we try not to tell. We try not to show it.
I know you're getting busy. We've come right at the peak of lunchtime, so customers are beginning to come in. When I taste this tea, if I were to order it from you, would I want to put anything in it, or would I drink it plain?
It's preference. I don't like anything in my tea, but that is a black tea, so you could put cream in it or lemon.
I would not want anything in it either. The flavors really come out.
Yes.
What did you tell me is in this one again?
It is black currant, amaretto, vanilla, and a little tiny bit of lemon.
I taste the amaretto. I think that's my primary taste. It is delicious. I don't know what you say if you make a toast with tea, but can I make a toast anyway?
Absolutely.
What do you say? You were going to answer me.
No, there's really no.
Then today we say with our toast, come to Mountain Oaks Manor. If it is something you might want to do for Easter, act quickly because there is still time. The brunch begins at what time?
11,
And it runs until?
4 o'clock.
Okay, so you have the day, come before church, after church, perhaps you're going to catch a sunrise service, and then keep them close by. And regardless of the reason you're looking to go and enjoy a beautiful day, come this way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got remodeling on your mind, but your space is too cluttered to get it done? Call All About Storage Container Rental. Our 20-foot containers are bigger and more secure than the other options. Rentals start at just $125 a month. All About Storage Container Rental. 423-267-2129.
Some people think they can't afford an injury lawyer, but that's not true, is it, Brett?
Nope, not at all. There's absolutely no fee unless we win your case, and we can start helping you today.
A careless driver put me in the hospital. When the insiders told me they don't take a fee unless they win,